Right, so I just recorded half of Group A's matches, and I realized I wasn't recording. So I'm gonna have to start again. But I'll tell you the results that I got from the first three games. Athens versus Etihad, it was 3-2 Athens. Groningen versus Etienne, it was 1-0 Groningen. And Etihad versus Groningen, it was 2-0 Etihad. I took down the amount of yellow cards as well, just in case it came to it. And I wasn't recording. I'm gonna have to start again. Alright, so I'm doing this tournament again from scratch. So obviously the fixtures have changed, but that doesn't really matter. Athens against Etihad. I said it before. This time though, team sheets have been reset. I didn't do anything with the teams, so if there's people that are playing out of position or whatever, that's the way the default team sheets are. I haven't touched them, so that's all I'm saying. Taking down the scores, I'm taking down yellow cards just in case it comes into it, and that was the same result as I got last time, 3-2. Did Etihad get 2 yellow cards? No, they only got 1 this time. The last time they got 2. Alright, it's Etienne against Groningen. Alright, what have we got here? It is 2-1 Groningen. That's a different result. Last time I think it was 1-0. This time 2-1 to Groningen. And both sides getting yellow cards. Alright, Etienne against Athens. Let's see what happens here. 0-0 with 2 yellow cards going to Athens. Or to Etienne. That could be huge, those 2 yellow cards. Right, next up is Groningen versus Etihad. There's an injured player. I'm not changing players. I'm just letting the CPU do all that. 3-1 Groningen. Interesting. Right, next up, Athens against Groningen. Again, that player is still injured, Pepe. I'm not changing it. I'm just letting the CPU do that. And 0-0. And Athens pick up their first yellow card. Right, and it doesn't actually matter what happens in this game here. Neither of these two teams can qualify. I'll show the group in a second there. So 2-0 Etihad. And yeah, that was it. No yellow cards, no nothing. Clean game. So remember, only playing one game for each team against each other. So you can see the stats there. Groningen take first place, and Athens come in second. Not probably what I would have thought. I would have thought Athens would have come first and then second. I couldn't have predicted second. Honestly, that was a very, very, very close group. But Athens are going through anyway. So I got one right, just not in the right spot. Right, I just realized I don't actually need to take down the group if it's going to show the group here. I can just use my magical power of editing to just take that. Right, so Groningen gets pick of Etihad and St. Etienne players. Actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to make a rule change, right? So, how we're going to do this is... See, originally, right, I was thinking that first would take a player from second, third, and fourth. And then second would just pick a player from third and fourth. I'm going to change that now. This is another rule change. I've made like 2 rule changes in one move here. Instead, it's just going to be the teams that are eliminated are, you know, who gets players taken from. So Groningen gets first choice of Etihad and St. Etienne players, 1 from each team, and then Athens will come in and take what's left. Okay, cool. We're going to do it that way. So I need to go and find Etihad and St. Etienne. Right, so Groningen are going to take Romario. I am going to change team sheets to add these players in. That's just disclaimer, because otherwise they're just not going to play. So I think this is a fair way to do it. So that's one there. And I suppose Corano or Higazi. I'm going to put Higazi at... in fact, no. To make this fair... yeah, because I get first choice. So whatever's next in the list will do. Whatever's next in the list is what's going to go to the second team. Yeah. We're going to do that. We're not going to go for the highest rate necessarily. Actually, no, we're not going to pick anything. What team am I going for here? Athens. Sorry, I lost the team I was going for. I think we're going to take... Oh, is it Groningen? They'll take the keeper, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, Groningen can go there. And then I suppose... Apaya can go to Athens. I don't think he's going to play. Yeah, I know I said other rules earlier in the draw video, but again, I've had to think about it. And it's different when you think of these rules and you think it's going to be fine, right? And then you actually go to start playing and you're thinking, actually, I have a better idea. Yeah, it happens, especially with me. I tend not to... I'm more of a practical person. So when I actually start doing stuff, I start figuring things out and a better system to do things. All right, I'm gonna edit the team sheets, and I'll show you the team sheets when I'm finished editing. Right, so just to make this as fair as possible, the only thing I've done is put the player that I just got in into the team, and the player that was in that position, I put him on the bench. And who was originally there? It was Mantalos. So he just got removed because the player that was originally there took a spot on the bench. I think that's probably the fairest way I can do this. So the rest of the team stays the exact same. I'm not trying to change anything. Not trying to cheat or whatever. I think this is as fair as I can get this. So we're going to leave it at that. Okay, so for Groningen, it's Romario and Larzanur are going into the starting 11. That was just a direct swap. Actually, I didn't do the bench. I'm very sorry. I did not do the bench. Okay, the bench has been updated with the players that were there. I actually need to change Athens one because I only added one player into their starting 11. So, this is what I noticed that. You know, I don't actually see that player in Athens' team. But he wasn't going to get into the starting 11 anyway. He might make the bench, but that's about it. But as I said, the bench I don't care about. So, there we go. I don't know why he didn't show up in the team, but he's not going to be playing. So, I don't need to worry about that. And that concludes... what is this group? Group A. Jesus, it's the first one I'm already forgetting. I'm going to start showing the actual tournament's layout. So, I'm going to show what order it is. Do you know the way like they showed like the knockout tables and all that? I'm going to start showing what teams are there. And you will see what happens. Alright, cool. Right. This is experimental, so this style might change as I go. We'll find out, I guess. Thanks for watching anyway.